The battle between crypto is about to go off the rails. Bitcoin, Avalanche, BitGert, and other cryptocurrencies are among the top cryptocurrencies that are expected to skyrocket in April. So far, March has not been as fruitful for cryptocurrency investors as most would have anticipated. However, one thing to keep in mind is that the market has been rather stable when compared to January and February of this year. However, how will the cryptocurrency market fare in April of 2022? BitGert, Avalanche, Solana, and Cardano are among the cryptocurrencies projected to perform well in April, according to analysts. This is based on the development that these projects are undertaking in accordance with their 2022 roadmaps. However, there is a widespread belief that BitGert will be the most explosive cryptocurrency in April. Over the previous few weeks, Bitcoin has seen significant growth, with a gain of more than 15% only in the last week alone. A rally that began earlier this month following the Federal Reserve's announcement that it will raise interest rates for the first time in 3 years has continued to gain momentum. A sweeping executive order on cryptocurrency was signed on March 9th by President Joe Biden, which calls for government agencies to develop a plan to regulate cryptocurrency, as well as to consider the creation of a government-issued central bank digital currency. Bitcoin's price had been stuck below $40,000 after it jumped by 10% to more than $42,000 following the signing of the order. It represents the first tangible steps taken by the White House to regulate Bitcoin, which has emerged as a crucial component of the conflict in Ukraine and is continuing to cause additional volatility in the cryptocurrency and stock markets. Since the beginning of the year, Bitcoin has fluctuated between highs and lows, but it has experienced a steady rise in recent days, with its all-time high so far this year occurring in the first few days of January, when it nearly reached $48,000 on January 2nd. In recent months, the cryptocurrency market has become increasingly synchronized with the stock market, making it even more intertwined with global economic factors, such as those resulting from Russia's war in Ukraine, which has resulted in increased volatility in both the crypto and stock markets, respectively. Bitcoin has so far this year maintained a price above its late January low point below $34,000, which was the lowest it has been in the preceding 6 months of trading. Bitcoin has lost 40% of its value after reaching an all-time high of more than $68,000 on November 10th, and it continues to be hampered by rising inflation and hints from the Federal Reserve that it would begin to scale back on policies put in place to help the economy during the epidemic. Ethereum has followed a path that is comparable to this. So far this week, the price of Bitcoin has fluctuated between $44,000 and $48,000. While Bitcoin's price has had several significant decreases since November, its new highs in 2022 and current price remain an outstanding achievement when compared to the cryptocurrency's humble beginnings and a price of less than $10,000 as recently as July of 2020. Ether, the second most popular cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, reached another all-time high in November when it crossed the $4,800 mark. Despite the fact that Bitcoin and Ethereum have both had ups and downs that have fallen short of their all-time highs since then, many experts believe that Bitcoin's price will eventually surpass $100,000. The volatility of Bitcoin draws attention to a long-lasting truth about the cryptocurrency. Is it still a very volatile and speculative investment? In fact, the last time the original cryptocurrency reached a record high in mid-April, it quickly lost more than half of its value and plummeted to approximately $30,000 by mid-July when the market recovered. In a similar vein, Bitcoin fell down below $35,000 this month, only a short time after reaching a new all-time high in November. The question is, what should cryptocurrency investors do in the face of such volatility? According to the specialists that we've spoken with, there isn't anything. Given the cryptocurrency's track record of volatility, this uptick does not imply a long-term reversal of fortune. The price of Bitcoin is just as likely to sink back down as it is to continue to rise in the future. There will almost certainly be even more volatility in the future of Bitcoin, and analysts predict that long-term cryptocurrency investors will have to continue dealing with it. BitGert. When it comes to cryptocurrency, it has been dubbed the cryptocurrency with the greatest potential to erupt in 2022. If the price gain in the last 60 days is anything to go by, BitGert has already begun its bull run. The coin has had an amazing price surge, with the coin's value increasing by several times in recent months. This occurred at a time when the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency, as well as many other cryptocurrencies, were experiencing precipitous declines. The products that the BitGert team has developed and launched thus far have been the driving force behind the company's exponential growth. As of now, the Bitgert BRC20 blockchain is the most important product, and it is the reason why the BRIZE price has been surging in recent months. The demand for the Bitgert blockchain is expected to expand in the coming months as a result of the chain's speed and the fact that it has no gas price, which is two of the chain's primary advantages. It's also adding hundreds of projects into its ecosystem over the course of the next several months, which will help to enhance the use of blockchain technology. With the Bitgert bridge, which is likely to have the greatest influence in the coming months, the BRIZE project has a strong chance of catching up with Shiba Inu in terms of impact. Bitgert is expected to be one of the top performers in the month of April in 2022. This is due to the influence of the Bitgert team's groundbreaking goods, which were introduced during the first quarter of the year. One of the most significant developments in the first quarter has been the debut of the BRC20 blockchain. The gasless BRIZE chain is likely to perform even better in April than it did in March, according to forecasts. The launch of new products and initiatives in the Bitgert chain will be the most significant Bitgert development in April. Almost immediately after its deployment, the Bitgert bridge began expanding the number of transactions on the chain. The Bitgert exchange will go live in the first quarter of this year, and its impact will be felt in April. The Bitgert Startup Studio program has already begun releasing projects, and the program will expand in scope beginning in April. These are some of the reasons why it's expected to be the most explosive cryptocurrency in 2022. Sensex. In addition to Bitgert, this is a project that has tremendous potential to burst this coming April. This is one of the cryptocurrency projects that has seen tremendous growth in the month of March. It expects the exponential growth to continue in April, which coincides with the start of the majority of the company's initiatives. With its staking program slated to launch in the first quarter of this year, there is a possibility that staking will begin this April. As a result, there have been numerous developments surrounding the Sensex project, which will culminate in an explosion in April. Solana. The Solana coin, unlike Bitgert, has not been performing well in March, and as of the time of this writing, Sol has experienced negative growth for the previous 30 days. However, the price of Sol has been more consistent throughout most of March. There are numerous innovations taking place on the Solana project, including the hackathons that are expected to help the ecosystem grow in scale. The Riptide hackathon is expected to have a significant impact on the Solana ecosystem as well. Solana could fare well in April if more projects are added to the pipeline. Avalanche. Before the arrival of Bitgert, Avalanche had been one of the most sought-after chains in the world. The network performed so successfully that its market capitalization increased by a significant margin, propelling it into the top 10 largest cryptocurrencies in the market. However, due to the competition that the Bitgert network is providing, Avalanche may not be among the fastest-growing cryptocurrencies in 2022 as previously predicted. It is possible that more projects will be added to the Bitgert chain than will be added to the Avalanche chain, and this will cause the Avalanche project growth to slow. Cardano. There is a lot of excitement about Cardano, but whether or not this will transfer into a bullish ADA is still up in the air. The Hydra upgrade is a project to scale its blockchain, and it has the potential to increase the chain's performance to 1 million transactions per second. As a result, it will be a formidable challenger to the Bitgert network, which is currently the fastest chain in the world. However, the issue of the high gas tax will continue to be a significant obstacle. Considering that the Bitgert BRC20 chain already offers $0 gas expenses, it has a lot of competition to contend with. If you loved this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thanks for watching.